Good morning, guys. Let's get going. We're on lesson 24 here, and let's go. Second quarter. All right, so we're going to be doing dividing with decimals here. And what I'm going to do is a little different than what they show you in the workbook. I'm going to look at C here, and I'm going to turn this into unit form. So I'm going to call this 24 tenths, because that's what it is, divided by 4. Well, 24 divided by 4 is 6, and it's 6 tenths. And that is equal to 0.6. Okay? So now we have this. We have 2 4 tenths divided by 40. So what they do is 24 tenths divided by 40. And another way of doing this is that they break down this 40 into 10 and 4. So let's pretend I did 24 tenths. Let's do a 24 tenths. So for right now, let me put the decimal point back. So I'm going to do 2.4 divided by 10. So I'm going to do this first. Okay? So 2.4 divided by 10. Think about that flow chart. At this point, if you need to draw one, you can, but you don't have to. So dividing by 10, so the digits are going to move to the right one spot because the number is going to get small. So it's 24. Okay? So now it's 24 hundredths divided by 4. So now you can do the 24 hundredths divided by 4 equals 6 hundredths. Okay? Again, 24 divided by 4 is 6 hundredths. Okay? But again, when they get to this multiples of 10, and that was kind of our target today, is that they were looking for breaking down, getting rid of that like 10, and just moving the decimals that way. Okay, using place value reason the first quotient to compute the second quotient. Okay, so what they did was here is they did 46 and 5 tenths divided by 5, and they got 9.3. So they want you to compute the second quotient. So what I do here is I do 46 and 5 tenths divided by, and I'm going to break this 50 down to 10 and 5. All right, makes sense, right? So let's just do divide by 10. So if I divide that by 10, digit shifts to one place, so it's 4.65, right? 465 hundredths. Now so I got rid of that. So now I got to do 465 hundredths divided by 5. Now, knowing what I know, okay, I knew that 46 and 5 tenths was 9 and 3 tenths. So I know 93 is my number, but now I'm in the hundredths place. So it's going to be 0 and 93 hundredths. Let me back that up for a second. So it's 465, basically hundredths, divided by 5. And we know that 465 divided by 5 is 93 because that's what this answer was. Yes, it says 93, 9 3 tenths, but it's still the same thing. Okay, it's still the same numbers. Numbers aren't changing on us. It's all about that decimal point, and that's where you guys got to be careful. So then it's hundredths, which is equal to 0.93. So there you go. Bing, bada, boom. Next one. 20 polar bears live at the zoo. In 4 weeks, they eat 9,732 and 8 tenths pounds of food altogether. Assuming each bear is fed the big same amount of food, how much food is used to feed one bear for a week? Round your answer to the nearest pound. Holy macaroni. So I got to do 9,732 and 8 tenths divided by 20. So let's do this. Let's break this down to 10 and 2. So first I'm going to do 9732.8 divided by 10. Okay. Now, digit shift one spot. Now again, do place value chart, but 973.28. Yeah, right. So now I got to take that answer and divide by 2. Now this is where I would do, now you could do this 973.28. Now it does say round to the nearest pound, so let's divide by 2. So 2 goes into 9 4 times, that's 8. 1 left over, that's 17. Okay, let me do this in a different color so that we don't get confused here. Get away! Okay, there we go. Okay, 2 goes into 8, 17, 8 times, that's 16 with 1 left over. 2 goes into 13, 6 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 12, 6 times. 2 goes into 8, 4 times. So now I have the number 486.64, and it's going to round to the nearest pound. The nearest pound is the nearest whole number. Some of us are not getting that still. For it would be 487 pounds for each bear. Okay. You know, it says explain your thinking. Sorry, I got to go back to that. I had a squirrel moment. I didn't do that. Explain your thinking. I talked a lot about what I did, but just for you guys to see it so I can be a good role model for using my writing. So I could say something to the effect of, since I know basically 465 divided by 5 equals 93, and 46 5/10 divided by 5 equals 9 3/10, what did I do? Since I know I divided 46 5/10 by 10, and then by 5. I knew that, I'm sure you'll write it better than I did, the decimal would be in the hundreds. Alright, does that make sense? Alright, sorry that's a little wordy. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.